Okay, so we got some points here. I'm way faster than him. His middle sector is almost close to mine. Last sector mine is way better. First sector mine is way better. Middle sector is where he can actually keep up with me. Interesting. Okay, awesome. Session goal, finish fight or higher, +2, Daniel achieve, +1, okay. Okay, we can definitely start racing, boys. Can we start racing? Go to F1 race. There we go. Okay, so I hope I can do this properly, bro. Let's go. Okay.
It's out with the old and in with the new here at Albert Park as we usher in what we hope will be a triumphant new era of Formula One racing. For our drivers, though, it's very much business as usual as they look to be first across that line and get their championship off to a winning start.
To a winning start, you're saying?
We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 16 corners and 3.3 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles an hour. The close proximity of the barriers makes accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. Today's race, of course, not simply the start of a new season, but the start of a new kind of Formula One. Anthony Davidson, great to have you with us once again. This is a big moment for the sport, big changes to the technical regulations, the potential perhaps to give us the biggest shake-up since 2014. Very different cars visually and, fingers crossed, much faster as well.
Good thing then that combined these teams put in just a shade over 13,000 kilometres on the clock during testing.
Indeed, man,
The
99,
cornering
bro.
speed of these new machines is absolutely unbelievable. How many lap records are still held by Michael Schumacher from 2004? Well, on the right day, on the right tyres, we might just be threatening them this year. Wider tyres, wider cars, more downforce. I have to say they look great, and the qualifying spectacle is undebatable. Now the big question remains, can they follow? Can they race? Or have these new rules gone too far?
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. It's Red Bull in pole position then, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Vettel, Kimi Raikkonen, and Ricciardo, Perez, Massa, Hülkenberg, and Esteban Ocon, Grosjean, Stroll, Carlos Sainz, and Kvyat, Alonso, Magnussen, Stoffel van Dorn, and Pascal Wehrlein. Ericsson and Jolyon Palmer rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Let's do this.
Pole position. Let's go for the win.
Let's do it.
Front wing for damage on
my
lateral
way,
now,
bro.
but you'll need to take it easy to avoid making the problem worse.
What problem is he talking about? Whoa, I got lag spike again. Gotta stop being an asswipe. Come here, bro.
That start was okay. Now stay alert for threats around you.
Whoa, lag spike. What is with these lag spikes? What the f... You know what? I'm gonna restart. I think I got damage on the car somehow.
Okay, remember to
I think I got damage on the car. I'm not sure how I got damage. Whoa! Lag spike! Dude, what is lag spike? Looks like it's awesome. The lag spikes are really irritating.
Okay, that's a good start.
Really
Keep it up.
Like it just stops for like a second and like it lets you just take control when there's no fluid movement. Like it makes no sense. Different because I don't get damage on the car. I forgot how to check my angle.
they don't get the
try and push the last lap like really hard. Let's see if I can get a really good lap. I want to get 128 points. Not the 129 better.
This is your final lap of the race.
Come on, man. I don't have to do that, but I want to try and get the better lap, man. Try and get a better lap. I'm supposed to get a better lap, but I can't even stay on the road properly, man. I believe that's 128.
Superb driving. That's the race win.
Superb, and my name is SuperDavedev. Superb driving and SuperDavedev. I think I did get my fastest lap.
So another fantastic victory for Red Bull today.
Another fantastic victory?
So Ant, how exactly did they
First
set
race of the-
themselves apart from the pack today?
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car today. Wind, track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature. So the more easily you can keep them there, the better
so
your race
drugged.
tends to go. And that's exactly what
Yeah,
happened.
the helmets
Their car
look
just
really
looks
good,
so
dude.
comfortable out there.
The helmets look
So
really
here come
well.
our winning drivers today, and what a race it was.
Lewis Hamilton
There's
and
been a big
Valtteri
push at the
Bottas.
factory lately to get these cars ready, and we can see the fruits of that labour today
Interesting.
as Red
Very
Bull
realistic.
lift the winner's trophy.
That looks like Lewis. I'm gonna do some practice with the
And now
Chinese
let's take a look
race
at the
courses
driver's
next one.
standings. There's been a league change at the top of the championship after a superb performance. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
Probably Danny Kvyat. The young Russian has a lot to live up to, and I think he did just that today.
And here's how things are
What?
shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes move to the top of the table. That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again next time.
Okay, but what is the 25 Constructors? We're second. Okay, well we are equal. Why the hell are they putting them? What the hell? This is so weird. We're equal. 33-33. Okay, that's done. 26, yes, yes. Penalty free, yes. 28.6. That has to be the fastest lap of the race, dude. It has to be. Let's see if we can finish third or higher achieved. Yep, of course I achieved that, man. I'm an achiever. I'm an overachiever, okay? Team modifier. Gives me 3%, that's nice.
Is this the one?
Indeed it is. And this is Jonathan. He's going to let you drive some of his cars.
Well, not quite my cars, per se. It's a mere detail. You know, I'd really rather be down there racing them myself, to be honest. I'm actually quite handy behind the wheel, but it's the downforce, those lateral Gs, you know? The old neck can't really handle it. So I need a pro. That's where you come in. We run in a bunch of events throughout the year. Time trials, races, all sorts. And I have it on good authority that you have the ability and temperament to do well in these. Make our business look good and, most importantly, bring the cars back in one piece. So consider this a formal invitation. I'll see you at the track.
Thank you.
Now, I'd just like to step into my office. I'd like to go over those contract provisions.
Okay. Japan pursuit. Your opponents are in the slower cars, but they have a head start. Overtake them all before competing. Start, and the goal is to overtake the target number of cars before the time runs out. So we do that one. I wanted to jump to freaking go to invitational. Okay, fine. And let's just go to the invitational. I wanted to jump to the Chinese one, but fine. I guess we will do this way. Silverstone. I know this track, but I haven't played this track on this game yet. As far as I know, there's some updates on the track, so I might not.
Here we are then, the calm before the storm, as we wait for this field of iconic cars to burst into life for the historic invitational event today. I'm delighted to have the opportunity to be here and welcome along to all of you at home as well.
Why is the cones blocking off the road, dude?
As our competitors
that cone is
make their
blocking off the
final
road,
preparations.
Right? Interesting. 9 opponents. I've got 4 minutes to overtake 9 opponents. Let's make this quick. Let's try again. Oh, that was a little bit weird, man. Silverstone. What Silverstone is this? It's like a shortcut Silverstone. They're forcing you to overtake even though their cars are not. Whoa. Plus I'm getting lag spikes. Come on, man. Whoa. I'm almost pressing to that car. Speed, bro. Whoa. Lag spike, bro. The lag spike will definitely not make me go wide, but 4 overtakes. lag spike completely made me not even realize my momentum is very, very, very bad there. Oh my god, this lag spike. What is with it? One more. I should get it. It was supposed to be 11, dude. It was supposed to be 11, bruh. Okay, I think I'm gonna do one practice in China, one practice, and then the next episode will all be China practice 2 and 3, and then the race. Sorry, 2 and 3 qualifying and the race.
Hi, I've got something you'll be interested in. Those performance upgrades we discussed after the last race. They're on the car and the data looks promising. Take a look at the details.
Data looks promising. Minor, it says minor. Minor does not sound right, dude. Unavailable. Oh, okay. This is front wing main plane. Insufficient resource points. What? Okay. I thought I had 4,000. I didn't have 4,000. Okay, that's fine. Go to F1 practice. Press F1 for practice. Practice, man. We're talking about practice. Okay, great stuff, great stuff. Let's do this.
Good morning, and I hope you're as excited as we are for today's practice session here at the Shanghai International Circuit. This 5.45 kilometer track provides both low-speed cornering and a long high-speed straight, a combination that will challenge even the most experienced driver.
Sure it will.
Now then, Anthony Davidson, there's been a lot of talk over the last few weeks about track limits. How much is too much when you're cutting corners and running wide? What are your thoughts on this? And do you think we'll be seeing drivers pushing those limits this weekend?
Well, I'd be disappointed if we didn't, frankly. If race control want to clamp down on drivers wandering off the track, then it's up to them to police it. As a driver, you're being paid to get your car around the circuit as quickly as possible, don't forget. So if you're not pushing those limits, if you're ignoring the advantageous line, then you're not doing your job properly. Now, I agree that, you know, we have these white lines there for a reason, and we do want to see those limits enforced, but for me, it's not a driver's responsibility to do that.
Okay, let's go.
We're going to be logging some extra data during this session. Nothing you need to worry about, but as we have some new parts, we'll just confirm they're performing to spec.
Let's just go, dude. I do not want to Whoa! That was the lag spike, bro.
Okay, your goal is to get through as many corner gates as quickly and precisely as possible. Remember to activate your DRS in the DRS zone as well.
I'm not gonna worry about the corner gates, I'm sorry. I want to literally go around them just to not get them. Literally go around them because I don't want to get them. Go. Gates. Hit those gates, dude. I don't want them. I don't want those gates. You're putting them in the way where I need to go, so that just makes it even worse. This is full speed as far as I know. There's DRS, sir. Why I don't do them is because as soon as you get them, then the gaming, difficulty changes. It is like dynamic difficulty within the game, which I don't want. I already put it as pro, so I'm not gonna worry about. I need to know what is their time. Time is 26. Come on, man. the car, man. I know in reality they need to do these things, I do understand that. But I am more concerned about keeping the game on the difficulty that I set it at. Not to have more complicated stuff, make it more challenging. Okay. Turn to garage. Wonder what's my position gonna be. Where's overview?
We haven't done a race simulation on any tyre yet. We have multiple sessions available, so it isn't urgent right now, but we should make time for a tyre wear program at some point.
I do not want that. I do not want that. Okay, I'm gonna say this is it for this episode. If you did enjoy, remember it's Super Racing Gamer. This is SuperDavedev. I'm SuperDavedev, Super Racing Gamer channel. If you want to check out my main channel, just go to Super Racing Gamer. And yes, of course, my main channel is SuperDavedev channel. And Super Racing Gamer channel playlist is on there, so you don't have to worry about going to Super Racing Gamer. You can just go straight to my main channel, SuperDavedev channel. You'll find everything you need right there.
As all the cars are now over the line, your top three again are Hamilton,
Really? I'm sixth
Vettel
fastest?
and Valtteri
Interesting.
Bottas. Thank you for joining us for free practice today.
So I'll see
we'll
you
be
in the
back
next
with
episode.
more Formula
Ciao
One
for
action
now.
very shortly.